When it comes to rock legends, few bands shook the world like Van Halen. From blistering guitar solos to electrifying frontmen, they defined the sound of an era. But behind the music, there was drama, clashing egos, breakups, and a rivalry that divided fans for decades. Today, we're diving into their biggest hits, their Billboard climbs, and the battle between frontmen and even Eddie himself. This is Van Halen.
Welcome to Rediscover the Hits. Get ready to dive deep into the vibrant and electrifying world of rock and roll, spanning from the iconic 1960s all the way through to the unforgettable 1980s. Experience the legendary bands and their timeless hits that have profoundly shaped the landscape of music history itself. Join us on this exciting journey as we celebrate music legends, share captivating stories about their influences, and honor the extraordinary music that continues to define generations.
It all started in the early 70s when Eddie and Alex Van Halen, born in the Netherlands and raised in California, started jamming together. Eddie on guitar and Alex on drums. The brothers shared a passion for music that was undeniable. They formed a band called Mammoth, but soon realized there was another band with the same name. Enter David Lee Roth, a charismatic and energetic singer who was initially renting them a sound system. They invited Roth to join the band, and with his dynamic stage presence, the chemistry was electric. Michael Anthony, a bass player with a powerful backing vocal, joined next. He added depth to the group's sound, and the lineup was complete. With their new name, Van Halen, they began to play the LA club scene, quickly gaining a reputation for their electrifying performances. The rest, as they say, is rock and roll history. If you found value in this video, then please like and subscribe to the channel. Give that bell a little nudge so you don't miss a single video. We kick things off with Van Halen's top 5, with a song you won't believe is in the number 5 position. It's just that good. It's the high-octane classic, Panama. Packed with energy and attitude, this 1984 track features Eddie Van Halen's iconic guitar work and David Lee Roth's swaggering vocals. Reaching number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100, it's an adrenaline rush from start to finish, making it a staple of Van Halen's electrifying live shows. If you're like me and you can't believe that song is number 5, stay with us to see what comes next. Sliding in at number 4, I'll Wait brings a synth-heavy groove that sets it apart from Van Halen's usual sound. Also from their groundbreaking 1984 album, this song shows their ability to balance melody, atmosphere, and Roth's signature vocal delivery. Another number 13 peak on the Billboard Hot 100. This track kept the band firmly on the charts while showcasing their musical versatility. We're closing in on our number 1 pick, but before we get there, let's pause to talk about one of the biggest shakeups in Van Halen's history: David Lee Roth's dramatic exit and Sammy Hagar's rise to frontman status. Tension between Roth and the band had been brewing from the very beginning. While Roth brought undeniable charisma and showmanship, he also had strong ideas about the band's musical direction and marketing strategies, ideas that didn't always align with Eddie Van Halen's vision. The result? A constant push and pull between two larger-than-life personalities. Despite the friction, Roth and Van Halen complemented each other in a way that propelled the band to legendary status. But when egos clashed, cracks deepened, and in 1985, Roth officially parted ways. Ask any band member about the split, and you'll likely get a different version of events each time. Even in an interview with Larry King, Roth dodged direct answers, leaving fans to piece together the truth for themselves. Then came Sammy Hagar, a seasoned rocker stepping in to fill Roth's shoes. Sammy Hagar brought new life to Van Halen, but the hits didn't stop there. With every chapter of the band's evolution came unforgettable tracks that kept fans head-banging and air guitaring through the decades. Speaking of unforgettable, let's crank things up again as we dive into the countdown and reveal our pick for Van Halen's number 3 greatest song. Coming in at number 3, this emotional anthem, When It's Love, proved Van Halen could craft a powerful ballad without sacrificing their signature edge. Released in 1988 on their Best of Both Worlds album, Sammy Hagar really delivers heartfelt lyrics, and the soaring chorus resonated with fans, pushing it to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. A perfect blend of passion and rock prowess. Did you know that the band nailed the recording of the backing track in just one take? No do-overs, no fixes, just pure, polished musical chemistry. Producer Don Londy said, "It was magic that day." It certainly was. When It's Love showed that even a hard-rocking band could deliver a heartfelt ballad with punch. Grab your backstage pass, because these Van Halen tidbits are pure rock gold. Let's keep the bass pumping with number 2 in our countdown. Sammy Hagar had to fight for Why Can't This Be Love? When Sammy joined, tensions were real, but he brought fresh songwriting mojo. Why Can't This Be Love was one of the first Hagar-era hits, and Eddie originally wanted to keep it instrumental, but Sammy insisted lyrics would give it soul. And boom, a classic was born. Backstage antics, deep cuts, and gear trivia next. Ladies and gentlemen, rockers and rebels, we've arrived at the summit. The crown jewel of Van Halen's chart-topping legacy. This isn't just a song. It's a seismic shift in rock history. With a synth riff that launched 1,000 air keyboards and a chorus that dares you to defy gravity. Jump is the moment Van Halen went from guitar idols to pop culture legends. Released in 1984, this track didn't just climb the charts. It leapt to the top, landing at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and staying there for 5 glorious weeks. Eddie Van Halen's keyboard wizardry, Alex's thunderous drums, and David Lee Roth's electrifying vocals collided in a perfect storm of sound. It was bold, it was unexpected, and it was absolutely unforgettable. Whether you were blasting it from your Camaro, dancing in your bedroom, or watching Roth do the splits mid-air on MTV, can you imagine that on a stadium marquee? And there you have it. 5 legendary tracks that didn't just climb the charts, they defined them. From the raw power of Panama to the synth-fueled explosion of Jump, Van Halen proved time and again that rock could evolve, surprise, and still blow the roof off. If you felt the nostalgia, learned something new, or just rocked out with me, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your favorite Van Halen track in the comments. I want to know, did your top 5 make the cut? Until next time, keep the volume up, the spirit wild, and remember, legends never fade, they just crank it up louder.